Hey there, Mike. Coinbase with a wider than expected loss for the second quarter and a miss here on revenue. The loss per share, $4.98. That was compared to $2.65 Wall Street was expecting. Total revenue coming in at $808 million. That was also a miss. It was down 31% compared to the prior quarter. Total revenue down more than 64% from a year ago. It also talks here about transaction-based revenue. That was down significantly, as well as trading volume, about 53% from a year ago. $217 billion when it comes to that trading volume. And the majority of that came from the institutional side. Here we talk a lot about the mix. $46 million of that was from retail trading. Also talking here about operating expenses up about 8%, a net loss for the quarter of $1.1 billion. They say that was heavily impacted by an impairment charge, essentially an accounting charge for the loss they took on the price of Bitcoin. We've seen it with Tesla and some of the other companies that hold Bitcoin on their balance sheet. They say that added about $450 million to that total loss number. Monthly transacting users also down about 2% from the prior quarter. We did get some July numbers, though. They don't give full guidance, but the July numbers, they say MTUs dropped to about 8 million from 9 million in the prior quarter. They talk about the soft crypto market conditions continuing. That is reflected in the Q3 outlook here that we're still looking through. They admit this was a tough quarter, and they say the decline in crypto asset prices significantly impacted results. They say that was consistent with some of the outlook they provided back in May. They point to the volatility in this business in general, very much tied to crypto markets. They also point to risk management, though. They say they were not exposed to some of the liquidity issues we've seen on the lending side. Shares down slightly here after hours. Mike, back to you.
Kate, thank you very much. Bryn, the first reflex, actually, the stock was up on the news. Maybe a lot of what is in these numbers was relatively known in terms of what's happened to crypto prices as well as their transaction volumes. But at this point, how do you get a handle on what the run rate of business is here and what the growth opportunity is? This company was very profitable on its IPO, was supposed to, several months ago, still be in the green right now. And here you have them still suffering with losses and some struggles on the user side.
Right. Well, I mean, I was just looking at one of the analyst estimates from November of 2021 for 2022, and they were looking, prospectively for adjusted EBITDA over $2 billion. And now, like, best case scenario for the year, maybe 300 million loss. I think what you want to pay attention to right now is defense. This is the time to save the cash, save the cash they have. And, Brian said earlier this year, the max loss they were looking for 2022 would be an adjusted EBITDA of a loss of 500 million. So I need to dig into the numbers and see if that's actually tracking. I think that would put pressure on the stock longer in the short term if people are thinking those expenses and those losses are going to be closer to that 500 million or greater. But once again, like, as an investor, this is a stock where if you're looking to get into it, you can sell calls on this and really have high income. And so you can take advantage of that volatility. So I do think if you're in this long term, looking at a call strategy makes a lot of sense, especially as this crypto bear market, I think, continues for the short term.
Joe, with Coinbase, with Roblox, with, Allbirds yesterday, the class of 2020 and 2021 for IPOs and public listings has not been really, shining here.
No, it is not. And I don't know how you can find any evidence to suggest that any of these companies are going to reestablish some of the glory that we witnessed just 20 months ago. So, this report for Coinbase, when you look at it, you think about the relationship with BlackRock. OK, what does that give you? It just gives institutional investors of BlackRock exposure, opportunity to trade Bitcoin. Doesn't mean that they're actually going to do that. So I think there has to be bullish momentum that once again presents itself for Ethereum, for Bitcoin, and the entirety of crypto to get excited about going back as an investor in Coinbase.
Excitement follows prices, volume follows the excitement. That's pretty much been the formula. Joe, Bryn, Keith, thanks very much. Appreciate it.